I have to assume that I am going to be put in a group of trolls, moles, haters, and old school Bigfooters by Dr. Johnson when I upload this video, and he sees it. However, I don't belong in any of those classifications. I have been saying for many, many years on expeditions, why do you not take a psychic person with you? You are not dealing totally with a human blood person. You've got to take a psychic with you. And finally, years later, someone comes up with this. So you can't really put me in the category of trolls, moles, haters, and old school Bigfooters, now can you? But I am going to give you my opinion and what I see has been happening.
His video with Russell Cordy's denying it, which is not accurate at all. Here's why all of this became an issue. The old schoolers, the trolls, the moles, the haters, they're scrambling in fear. Why are they scrambling in fear? Why did they put all kinds of pressure on Bob GIMLIN to recant? And if you watch the first video, he said he was making the video because he was getting a lot of pressure from a lot of people. Listen to it. He says that. That's what created the problem. Not that Bob had a change of heart, but because of all the pressure he was getting from the old schoolers, the haters, the trolls, and the moles. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this book right here, Bigfoot, a 50-year journey come full circle, forward by Bob GIMLIN. They're scrambling because the truth that is contained in the pages of this book, that's why they're scrambling.
Why would anyone outside a community of Bigfoot researchers and fans care about how 20,000 plus Bigfoot souls traveled to Earth through a portal from a dying planet? Dr. Johnson seems to think Bob GIMLIN was pressured into retracting his foreword to make him appear to be a liar and thus affect the sales of his new book. Seriously? I know from previous statements made by Dr. Johnson he felt he was entitled to charge almost $40 for his book because he'd been researching Sasquatch actively for 15 years, and he wanted to recoup the money he spent doing that.
Because it's blowing their little world apart. Their little box is going boom. Everything they were taught to believe in growing up is getting blown to smithereens, and they're afraid that all of you are going to flock to my group for the truth rather than their groups. And you know what? People are flocking to our group. 132 new just in the last couple days. We have grown by a couple thousand members in the past month. It's been crazy awesome. Now, I'm encouraged by all these people that want to know the truth, but the old schoolers, the trolls and the moles, they're not encouraged at all because they're losing you guys, because you guys are jumping ship and coming over to Team Squatch in USA to learn the truth. It's simple, ladies and gentlemen. The old schoolers are scrambling. Because if you start believing people like Ron Moorhead with the Quantum Bigfoot and Dr. Johnson, okay, if you start believing us, you're going to come to us for the truth, and you're going to stop paying for all the expeditions that these other people want to take you out on, and you're going to stop buying their books, and you're going to stop going to their conferences because they're promoting a Bigfoot that doesn't exist.
It makes me wonder if he had expectations of writing a bestseller. Another thing he brings up is people will flock to the old schoolers in Bigfoot and go on their expeditions instead of his. I fail to see how anyone could hope to make a living out of hosting conferences and expeditions to acquaint people with Sasquatch, along with writing the occasional book on the subject. I just don't see how that's going to happen.
Bigfoot is not a descendant of Gigantopithecus. That's a unicorn. So that's a waste of your time, waste of your money. They know that. They don't want you jumping ship. That's why this whole thing's an issue.
As I was putting this video together and getting ready to upload it, I had a thought about I wanted to see how well Dr. J's book was doing. So I went on Amazon and I looked for the book. And it wasn't there. It's not listed anywhere for sale on Amazon, nor as a Kindle edition. And I've been an Amazon Prime member for many years. And I have an account. I'm ready to, it's going to buy the book through Amazon, and it's not there. Why is that? Very puzzling. I find it very strange that a man who is so eager to have his book sold is selling it through one of the largest companies on the planet of books. Think about that. Let that sink in, and then ask yourself, why? What is going on?
And I never lied. I told you the truth. So there you have it. That's my one video. Now we can close this up. Unless they desperately scramble to try to promote more lies, then I guess we're going to have to take it from there. But they owe me the courtesy of being able to respond. They had 2 videos. This is only 1 video. They owe me that opportunity. And if they're smart, they'll keep their mouths closed and move forward. Otherwise, I'll be back on this issue. This is Dr. Johnson signing off.
And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. I believe he plans on taking people into the research area in the forest to offer them physical healing. And how much would a person pay to get healing for themselves or a loved one? Especially people who the doctors can't help anymore, have turned away. There's Dr. Johnson, who is a doctor in psychology, going to offer the Church of Zorth now with healing. He's shown so many videos of people testifying that they were healed by Sasquatch while camping out with him. Does he plan to do this? Is this what this whole thing is about? He's going to start the Church of Zorth and heal people?